It started with a scream, not the kind you hear in an action movie, but that cold, sharp, real-life kind that makes your skin crawl. It was my wife, standing on our front porch, shaking, holding a box addressed to her name, and across the street. Karen was on her phone with 911 like she just witnessed a bank robbery. I stepped outside barefoot, still in my Saturday coffee mode, and thought, what in God's name is this woman doing now? We'd only lived in that neighborhood a year. Bought the house after I finally got promoted to lead technician for a small aerospace firm dream gig. Finally had health insurance, even a little extra, to fix up the yard. My wife, Elena, worked from home, freelance graphic design, and after years in a cramped apartment above a diner, this house, our first real home, felt like breathing after drowning. We weren't flashy, just happy, or trying to be. The trouble started small, the way most wildfires douse just a spark you barely notice at first. First time we met her, Karen marched over with a clipboard and a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "I'm the HOA president," she said, like she was royalty. Told us to take down our wind chimes. They're non-compliant. Okay, we did. Then it was the porch light too bright, disrupts the harmony. We adjusted it. Then the mailbox color. Then the flower bed border. And we tried God. We tried to be neighborly. We smiled, complied, even brought her banana bread. But it became clear this wasn't about rules. It was about control. Then one morning, mid-June, Elena ordered herself a new monitor. She's petite, not much taller than the box itself, so when she walked out to get it, she had to bend over awkwardly on the porch. I was inside fixing the AC. Next thing I hear is her screaming my name and a damn police siren coming up the street. I thought she'd been bitten by something or fell. Nope. Karen saw her taking the package off the porch, decided it looked like she was stealing something, and called the cops. Even when the officer came up, this young guy, confused as hell, Elena was still shaking. "It's my name on the box," she said, showing her ID, voice cracking. The cop looked at Karen and asked, "Ma'am, is there a reason you didn't knock or ask before calling 911? Karen scoffed. "I know what I saw," she said. She was crouched. "It looked sketchy, okay? This neighborhood is not what it used to be." That was the moment the mask slipped. Not what it used to be. Let me say, this plain-me wife is Vietnamese-American. Born in California, grew up speaking English and Vietnamese. Works hard, doesn't take crap from anyone. But this woman, this suburban dictator, looked at her and didn't see a neighbor. She saw other. We should have left it there. We should have walked away. But I saw Elena go inside, sit on the stairs, and crying out loud, not dramatic. Just quiet, like something in her cracked. And that broke me. Because I knew this wasn't the first time Karen targeted her like that. It was just the first time she called the damn cops. Then came the twist. I didn't expect our mailman, Rob. Mid-50s, always smelled like coffee and mint gum. Ex-Marine, had known Karen for years. The next day, he knocks on our door, awkward, holding his cap in his hands. "Hey," he says. "I wasn't going to say anything, but I saw what she did. She's been filming your porch for weeks. She told the neighbor on Hilltop she was collecting evidence. I got a buddy on the force-aisle, tell him if you want." That was all I needed to hear. We kept quiet after that. No social media rants. No shouting matches. I started watching our cameras more closely. I bought a dash cam for our car. I clipped audio from our doorbell recordings, gathered witness statements, Karen yelling at delivery people, accusing the gardener of stealing a rake. I went full Sherlock Holmes, but silent. Elena helped, hesitant at first, but when I showed her the footage, Karen standing across the street, recording her with a phone in one hand and a wine glass in the other, she got mad. And when Karen got the HOA to slap us with a fake fine for unapproved plant pots, I knew she was testing how far she could go. So we waited. Then last week, Elena got another package, nothing big, just a small speaker. I knew it was coming. She opened the door, reached down, and I watched it happen in real time through our camera. Karen, already halfway across the street, screaming, "Itchy, why? Stop!" Then running up, and God help me, shoving my wife back into the doorframe. Not hard enough to knock her over, but enough that she hit her shoulder on the siding. This time, I called 911. They showed up fast. I handed them the video before I even spoke. Elena gave her statement. Karen tried to spin it, of course. She was stealing again, she yelled. I was doing my duty as a citizen. But the officer, same one from last time, just stared at her. "Ma'am," he said tight-lipped, "that's assault." She tried to backpedal, said she tripped and accidentally bumped Elena. I showed them the second angle from the porch cam. Clean as day. Karen was cited on the spot. Misdemeanor assault. She turned red, then pale, then red again. "You people are ruining this neighborhood," she shouted as they walked her back to her house. I didn't respond. Just stood there, holding my wife's hand. Here's the kicker. Turns out Karen had a prior warning for harassment from 2 years ago. The board had ignored it. Now they couldn't. HOA had a meeting that weekend. I showed up with printouts, footage, and neighbors who had stayed silent too long. Rob, the mailman, stood up. So we did the gardener. And a single mom, Karen, had berated for leaving a bike on her lawn. The board was stunned. Some resigned. Karen was officially removed as president. And Elena? She got an apology in writing. From every damn one of them. Now Karen still lives across the street. She glares sometimes. I wave. The new HOA president is a retired librarian named May. She brought us cookies. So yeah, that's what happens when a self-appointed queen tries to rule by fear. You give people courage, you give them proof, and they'll show up. And now, I wonder how many neighborhoods have a Karen like that. Unchecked? How many people have suffered in silence, just trying to live? Maybe it's time we stop letting the loudest voice bully the rest. Maybe it's time we start filming back. What would you have done? Thanks for listening. If this story hit you, share it. Subscribe. Let's make noise together.